comments were, Judge. It appears that she's not taking responsibility.
I was just kind of confused the way it was worded. I didn't know what, I was never really truly told like the specific on the case. Like,
Did you use somebody else's credit or debit card?
it was me and my friend did.
This morning.
I'm going to sentence you to a term of. Are you Ashley Faye?
Yes, ma'am.
And Ms. Faye was previously in court, entered a plea of guilty to the third-degree felony offense. Well, and it was a state jail that was enhanced to a third degree of credit debit card abuse. The agreement was for a cap of 5 years. And I've received the pre-sentence report. Has everyone had an opportunity to review the report?
We have, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are there any additions or corrections?
Just a comment as to what Ms. Faye's comments were, Judge. It appears that she's not taking responsibility. I spoke with her about that. I think
I was just kind of confused the way it was worded. I didn't know what, I was never really truly told like the specific on the case. Like,
Did you use somebody else's credit or debit card?
it was me and my friend did.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't understand how she worded it.
Okay.
But yes, I did.
Okay.
that's the only correction I had, Judge.
Any corrections, Mr.
Nothing that I
Nichols?
saw, Your Honor.
All right, you may proceed with the argument.
Yeah, Judge, I think looking at her criminal history, it doesn't scream that this is somebody that deserves a chance on probation. That's what she's asking for, however. If you look at her comments on page 4, she's asking for Santa Maria. We've already talked about that a little bit this morning. She's indicated to the probation officer that she doesn't have an issue with drugs. She wants to go to Santa Maria for, I guess they've got a kind of like a cognitive track there also. But obviously, looking at the PSI report and everything that's in it, if they can give her help with drugs there, then that's certainly something that would be beneficial to her. She's ready, I think, to stop going to prison. She's realized that that's not something that she wants to continue to do. She's put herself in that position again today. But speaking with her, she's really ready to turn her life around. And regardless of what you do here today, Judge, she's asking for probation, but even if you send her to prison, I think she's made up her mind finally that this will be the last time that she comes into court for any kind of felony offenses. She's really hoping that you would give her the opportunity to go to Santa Maria and get that the tools that she needs to make the better decisions in her life.
When did you get off parole?
January.
January of this year?
Yes, ma'am.
So you committed these offenses. You got off parole and you thought, let's do it.
Actually, Judge, the offensive date predates her.
Oh, so you were
discharge.
on parole. There we go. I was looking at that possession of controlled substance that haven't been filed. So you were on parole. Mr. Nichols?
Judge, I'd urge the full range of the cap based on her criminal history.
Bless you.
In addition to the state jail priors that are listed in the indictment, there's also a burglary conviction.
Yeah, she got 7 years. That's the one she was
That's
on parole
correct.
for. So you've been convicted of a burglary of a habitation, a theft of a firearm, previous theft, got probations on all of those, even at different times. It looks like you were on probation for the burglary and the theft of a firearm, and then someone, potentially me, I don't know whose court that was in, but here, left you on probation and gave you 2 probations on those new thefts, and then you violated all that after getting those, and now you're here. Okay. All right, Ms. Faye, okay, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and at this time find you guilty of credit or debit card abuse. Find those prior offenses, convictions true. Going to sentence you to a term of 5 years in the institutional division of the Texas Department of Corrections. You're lucky that you got the cap. Mr. Rojas did a good job. It's rare that you're going to get rewarded for more bad behavior. You already got a 7-year sentence. You probably should be getting worse than that instead of going down. So you will receive credit on that sentence for any time that you've been in custody that the law gives you the right to receive. I'm handing you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, and so you've waived your right to appeal. If you have questions about the laws that make you ineligible to possess a firearm or ammunition, or about how long that lasts, you can talk with Mr. Rojas. Good luck to you, ma'am. You can go back with the bailiff.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, are you Reagan Howard?
Yes, ma'am.
So it looks like probation's recommendation,
I don't know if they actually made a recommendation, Your Honor. It's just-
yeah, they kind of didn't. Well, why
seems
didn't
to
you
me
go to
that she
ISF? Why did you,
I'll let her.
you were given an
obviously let her
opportunity,
talk.
yeah, so you were given an opportunity to go to ISF and you said, no, I don't want to do that, right?
I was kind of scared and didn't know like what the courts was gonna tell me, and
Well, I mean, ISF would be better than prison.
yes, ma'am, I know that, but I was just scared I wanted to just buy me some time and actually do my probation, because I know I admit to all my wrongdoings. I wasn't ready to go to prison or ISF.
But you know it's gonna be one or the other.
Yes, ma'am.
You're not gonna not do all this and me go, okay, well, let's go right back out on probation. You know it doesn't work like that.
Yes, ma'am.
Just tell me what's going on with you and Miss Bobo.
I'm not gonna say she picks, but it's a lot of picking going on with that officer.
Do you think if you, from day one, were just following the rules,
Yes, ma'am.
that you probably wouldn't have that issue?
Yes, ma'am.
You know what I mean?
Yes, ma'am.
So, from what I can tell, from the time you got in there, you didn't follow the rules right.
Yes, ma'am.
She got frustrated, and then it's all right.
Well, I don't want her to interrupt you.
It's okay. She got frustrated probably pretty quick because her job is just to try to make you guys follow the rules. When you're not, then they're gonna pick because you're still not following the rules.
Yes, ma'am.
You know what I mean? So if you did that from the beginning, she wouldn't have been watching you more closely. She wouldn't have been worried maybe so much. But if you continue to break the rules, it's her job to enforce those rules. That's not picking, right?
Yes, ma'am.
That's enforcing the rules. She's just there to do her job. And I know there's a lot of females in there that don't have a stack of write-ups like this.
Yes, ma'am.
They don't call officers bitches,
Yes, ma'am.
you know? We're looking at 2 weeks ago. Bitch, you've been waiting all day to just write me up. That's after all these pages of the other incident reports. She probably is waiting to write you up because she knows you're not going to follow the rules.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay? Mr. Smith?
Judge, it's seems like deja vu all over again. She has an issue with apparently cocaine, THC, and alcohol. She was offered a chance to take care of that, and she basically said, no, I'm not going. I don't want to go. I don't need help.
Do you think you
Now, when
need
she
help?
faces-
With my depression, I don't think I have a drug problem.
You don't? So you're on felony probation and you're using drugs, knowing it could send you to prison,
Yes,
and you don't think that's a problem?
it's a problem.
Okay.
Yes.
She was using THC up until the day before she was arrested. I think she's saying that now just so that she doesn't wind up going to prison. I don't think it's going to be effective enough.
Thank you, Mr. Smith. So I don't disagree with Mr. Smith. Ms. Howard, you're on probation for something very serious, but you don't have a lot of criminal history. I mean, you're one of the ones that should be able to complete this.
Yes, ma'am. And
You
I
know.
can.
I don't doubt that. I mean, you've got people here. Not everybody has people sitting here in the courtroom when they come to court.
Yes, ma'am.
Some people really are on their own. But you're not using that help through probation, through your family. And if you don't, you are going to end up in prison.
Yes, ma'am.
So here's what I'm going to do, and I don't want you to misunderstand anything I'm about to say, because this is your chance. And there's going to be a very important caveat to all of this, and that's going to include not getting in trouble. Talking about that in a minute. We're going to find that you entered your pleas of true to count 1 through 9 and 11 through 13 freely and voluntarily. Find those counts true.
Yes, ma'am.
Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty and revoke your probation. I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to continue you on probation. I am going to order that you enter and successfully complete the ISF, the substance abuse track of the ISF program. When you get out of that, the aftercare will be the JCDI program. And you're going to be on zero tolerance. You will be required to wear a drug patch. If that drug patch comes positive, you're right back in here and you're looking at go to prison for up to 10 years. Just that simple. Now, here's probably what's going to be the hard part. If you get another write-up, it is going to be a condition of your probation that you not get another write-up.
Yes, ma'am.
So you're going to be in our jail for a couple of weeks before they send you to ISF. You better figure out how to stay off Miss Bobo's list,
Yes, ma'am.
whatever it takes. You do every single thing you're supposed to. Just be quiet. Just be quiet for 2 weeks. Follow every single rule to a T, because you may not ever get out of our jail. I will check, and if I get a report, you will be back in here before you ever get to ISF. If you get to ISF and there's somebody that you think's picking on you and you get incident reports there, same thing. So it's time to figure out that at least while you're in custody, you got to do what everybody else says. When you're out of custody and you're not on a felony probation, then you get to follow your rules. Until then, you're on all of these rules. And it's not always you eat when they tell you to eat. You go to bed when they tell you to go to bed. You wear your jumpsuit the way they tell you to wear your jumpsuit. You don't talk when they tell you not to talk. You don't sit on a bunk when you're supposed to stand. All those things. It's like being treated like a kid, but that's what happens when you are on a felony probation. Does that make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so I hope you take advantage of this and make the turnaround that you're talking about. Because again, when you come back, I'm gonna see all of this and I'm probably gonna wonder what I was thinking. And Mr. Smith here is going to remind me that he argued against this and he had every right to today. Does that make sense too?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm going to hand you the trial court certification. This was not an agreement. You can talk to Mr. Kimler about your rights. All right, you can get, oh, yeah, sorry, if you'll put that on top. If you'll sign that real quick,
Yeah,
saying you got a copy
I don't
of
know if
it.
there's any, put this in probation, but maybe a referral to Spindle Top when she gets.
I would, they can do, if you'll put on there for a mental health evaluation and any recommendations for treatment. Yeah. Thank you all for being here.
You can go back to that.
Thank you. Good luck to you.